I'm certain you're familiar with this feeling, the discomfort of neck pain. I believe almost no one hasn't felt it at some point. And that's precisely why today we have beginner exercises for this, specifically two important ones.
To ease neck pain and also to help reduce neck tension. And not being able to move the head properly, which is totally common. This is another new episode of our sofa series. And this format is genuinely meant for you if you indeed find all these exercises quite challenging and haven't done anything similar for a considerable amount of time. So you still feel engaged and can carry it out both well and safely. Okay, now let's get ready for the first exercise. Sit up, Petra, with your back as straight as possible. Afterwards, move both arms forward and gently position them on the back of your head. And begin to slowly and carefully pull your head a little further forward. And just to the point where you begin to clearly start feeling the resistance and realize that the stretch is beginning nicely in the muscles. And then you gently continue to pull yourself a bit further into the stretch. You will feel it lightly tugging in the neck area. It's possible you might feel a slight burning sensation. It's really important that during the entire time you maintain a sense of comfort. It has to be positive. You need to hold a genuinely good feeling about it.
In addition, make sure not to forget to breathe deeply, as that's really quite important. It indicates that you have found just the right dosage that's perfectly suited for you.
And when you notice that the pulling sensation decreases, because the muscles are giving way and you feel it less, then you move a bit further forward once more. And we're actually going to continue doing this for quite a while now because it's really important for the muscles that they nicely give way and that something also changes in your neck. You want to have an effect.
However, if you don't reach as far as I do, it's absolutely not a problem at all. Simply pause where you feel at ease, where it still feels comfortable enough for you, and remain there, lingering for as long as you can. And if you believe it goes further, just continue a bit more.
That's right. Without any pressure, without any stress, just keep steadily moving a little bit further along. And have the confidence that it should feel right and good for you, right? Now we've got about 2/3 of the time through. Stick with it. Don't withdraw yet, because we need this time to have a good effect afterward. And if you feel that it is not enough time to achieve this, just go ahead and add a bit more. And breathing can really assist you greatly by simply taking consistent, deep, and even breaths in and out regularly. And then you slowly come back out. That's always the best moment, when you come out and then feel a little into it.
I believe I almost went up just a bit too quickly. It's definitely much better to come up slowly than exactly the way I just did it.
It might even already feel to you as though you would rather prefer to start moving in the opposite direction right now. And that is precisely what we are going to do right now. Softly place a fingertip against your forehead. And now all you're going to do is just slowly and very, very carefully guide your head to tilt even further back with the gentle guidance provided by your finger. And it might very well be that just by leaning back a little bit, you immediately notice how uncomfortable it is. And then, of course, you mustn't continue. So now you have to be very careful, because this movement is rarely done, but the body needs it so much, very carefully, and always go a little further back. But always in a way that it still feels good. Maybe it won't go any further than where Petra is now. Then stay like that, or go a little further. So, start learning to listen to your body, taking exactly what it tells you as a kind of cue. If your body is expressing exhaustion, that's absolutely perfectly fine. If it's expressing a bit of pain or discomfort, a little bit, that's still perfectly okay. However, if you notice that this stretching pain feels negative, then calmly maintain your position and don't move out of it. But if it was a bit too much, then ease back a little to your comfort zone. That's okay too. Until it feels better, it should still essentially feel like a comfortable kind of pain.
That really balances out a lot of tensions from everyday life, right, Roland?
Yes, of course. Because what happens? You might be sitting at the computer or at the kitchen table, And often the posture is bad and you end up overstretching your neck and falling into a bad posture. That's why many people's necks are tense, exactly due to this effect. Ensure that your back remains nice and straight and gently push your head a little further back each time you attempt this movement. However, be aware that it can be quite uncomfortable and that you need to take your time and do it very gradually and carefully. The valuable aspect of the exercise is that it truly compensates quite a lot, but you must gradually and steadily get used to it over time. Try to breathe deeply. If you need to swallow in between because your throat is too tense, maybe step out a bit, swallow, and then gently go back in.
And what might also be the case is that it's tiring to keep your arm raised for so long. You can definitely do it without using the arm.
Since we're at the end now anyway, slowly come out of it. Move a bit forward, then go back a little and just do these two movements now to make everything nicely smooth and fluid once more like before.
Ideally, you should do this exercise with me each and every day.
It's really crucial to do this consistently, and keep in mind every other Saturday you receive a brand new sofa video.